Hello everyone, my name is Boris, and I'm an 8th grader at the Anaheim campus. Today I want to talk about overcoming barriers to talking about God. Why does that matter? Well, because talking about God is one big way we connect with Him. It's good for our relationship with God to talk about what we trust about Him and unpack why we trust it. And with that, it's good for the people in our lives to hear about it. It helps them understand more about who we are, how we've experienced God in our lives, and how they can too. Talking about God can be scary, especially if you feel like you need to know everything or worry about making it awkward. But it's really more about sharing your personal experiences than being an expert. When you talk about God, just be honest and open. Share your story instead of trying to convince others. It's okay to admit if you have doubts or questions. This makes your conversations more real and relatable. To start talking about God, focus on who He is to you, personally. Share how you felt His presence in your life. For example, you could talk about a time where you were feeling really stressed or sad, and something happened that made you feel better, and you believe it was because of God. Or maybe you've seen a beautiful sunset and felt a sense of peace and thought that God was showing you His love. Use everyday situations to mention how you see His work around you. Maybe you were having a bad day, and then a friend cheered you up, and you felt like God sent a friend to help you. Be brave and start the conversation. You might find others that are more open to talking about faith than you thought. Sometimes people just need someone else to bring it up first. Making talking about God an everyday thing. Talking about God regularly can make a faith a natural part of daily life. Just like you talk about your favorite TV show or hobby, talking about God should feel comfortable and frequent. Sharing your thoughts and experiences helps you get closer to God and helps others understand your faith. You can talk about God in simple ways. Mention a sermon you heard at church you found interesting. Share a Bible verse that meant something to you or helped you out during a tough time. Talk about a moment where you felt God's presence, like when you were praying and felt a sense of calm. Small groups or hangouts with friends are great places to practice talking about God. Encourage your friends to share their stories and thoughts about God too. This creates a space where everyone can grow spiritually. Maybe during a hangout, you can ask if anyone had any experiences where they felt like God was helping them out, or if they had any favorite Bible stories. When you make talking about God part of your everyday life, you build a stronger relationship with Him. You also help others see how your faith can be a natural and meaningful part of their lives. Remember, you don't need to know everything about God to talk about Him. Just share who He is to you and how He's impacted your life. As you head into small groups or hang out with your friends this week, think about this. What's one thing about God you can share with someone else? Sharing even a small part of your experience can make a big difference. It can help you grow in faith and might inspire someone else to explore their own. Maybe you could talk about how praying before a big test made you feel less nervous, or how reading a Bible story gave you comfort when you were feeling down. Or you could share how going to church makes you feel part of a community. So, what will you share? Even a small story or feeling can encourage someone else and help them see God in their own lives. Sharing your experiences can make your faith stronger and help others feel more comfortable talking about God too.